really, people say that they don't have time all the time for a lot of different things, but it all comes down to a few simple things. So if you are somebody who is saying, I don't have time to work out, I personally think it's a terrible excuse. And here is why. We have time for literally everything. We all have 24 hours in the day. But here's the distinction. Most individuals are choosing to do a specific thing with those given 24 hours. So for example, maybe you're somebody who has a family. So part of your 24-hour priorities is going to be with your family. In addition to this, maybe you're somebody, likely somebody who has a job. So that's going to be a priority. You're choosing to take your 24 hours to put it towards that. Maybe you're putting your 24 hours towards hobbies or other things that are kind of more free time activities and more fun for you. Those are all different ways that they kind of fit into your life. And the thing about this is, for individuals, is that they all have something in common. What do they have in common? You might be thinking, what is a job, family? These are things that usually people give high priority to. So it's not the fact that necessarily a family is more important than a job or your hobbies are more important than a job. You decide for yourself that those things are more important, because obviously for some individuals, they're going to have different priorities. Stuff is going to be differently categorized in what it means for them. But those are the big things and the big distinction I want you to realize with all of these things. You're making time for them. You have 24 hours in a day, you're making time for them. So what it comes down to is kind of shifting our mindset about fitness and essentially looking at it as we need to make fitness a priority. And one of the things I always do when I start working with individuals is to have them talk about why they're doing it. You need to have a clear why and understanding of why you're even getting into fitness to begin with, because that's going to be the biggest thing. If you understand that, and maybe your why is, I want to lose a few pounds to look better during the summer, great. Maybe you want to live healthier and longer life so you can play with your future grandkids potentially, or even your kids right now, great. Those are all different reasons of whys. And these whys, what they really do is make exercise kind of non-negotiable. And in all reality, we're trying to pivot this mindset that exercise in itself shouldn't be something we negotiate. It shouldn't be something where we're like, I'm going to put it on the back burner. I don't really have time for that. You do have time because it is a priority. You are making it a priority just as much as you make everything else a priority in your daily life. So that is a very, very crucial point when you're thinking about exercise for yourself and getting better in general. So another thing that I always like people to do when they're making fitness in their life is to have both short-term and long-term goals. This is incredibly important because those short-term goals kind of give you that instant feedback, like you're doing stuff in making progress essentially. But then the long-term goals, those are going to be the things that are far out that you're trying to achieve. So examples of this, short-term goal might be I want to try to lose 1 pound every single week. A long-term goal could be I want to lose 10 pounds by the end of the year. And usually your short-term goals, you want to kind of have them as something that works in tandem with your long-term goals, because those long-term goals are really, really far out. So when you're thinking about not having enough time during your workouts and you feel like, man, I just can't do this. I just can't fit it in. You need to reevaluate your priorities in life. You need to reevaluate your priorities. And also remember that there's different seasons in life. So when you're thinking about making a fitness a priority, maybe right now it's not the biggest priority. When you're talking about seasons, maybe this season in your life, it isn't the biggest priority. And that's totally okay. But the thing is, it should still be a priority. Because as we know with fitness and health, these things compound into every aspect of your life. So we still, even if we're not making it a top priority, we still need to try to make it a priority in general. And there's a lot of different ways we can do that. We're going to discuss some of those later in the podcast. But reevaluate your priorities. And another thing too to kind of talk about and mention is that something is 100% better than nothing. So this is something that I tell people all the time. You know, if right now your priorities aren't too high in fitness and all you can do is one workout a week, great. You can get so much benefit for your physical health, your mental health, and emotional health from even just one 30-minute weight session a week. It's not optimal, no, but what's really not optimal is being sedentary. We know this for a fact. So doing what you can in the beginning is so crucial. And a point that I want you to consider, a final point, is will you regret not keeping up as fitness as a priority in your life long term down the road? Another way to look at this and another way to think about this is, will I regret not making fitness a priority in my life? So this is hard for a lot of people to do, but we're thinking way long term. We're thinking way out in the future. Ultimately, is fitness going to be a priority for you? And usually when you start thinking this way, it changes your mindset about fitness and health and can make it something that is much easier to do because you don't want to regret stuff in the future. So those are definitely a few good key points. If you are somebody who is saying, I don't have time to exercise,